We found one missing day, a message to the digital warriors, Archangel Duma's epic dreams. The day is now 36 hours and starts and ends at 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. in an alternating fashion. At the time of this post 8:08 morning gate, on the 3D date 7420, the following 3 p.m. will start this new day. Simply follow this parallel around the globe until it hits your local time at 3. If you are cognizant that a new day has begun, it is customary to send love and kindness to someone. Today's date on the Archangelic calendar is Infinity O7B7 Infinity Infinity T9A9 T9A9B Infinity Infinity J3H3H3H3H3H3 Infinity Infinity B1 TT Infinity. Please visit us at archangeliccalendar.com for more information. And please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for your continued support. Gaia is in its spirit Earth hybrid setting, and this is a very good thing. We were not certain if she would cocoon again after being in spirit, but she has chosen to go into a setting designed to bridge the physical and the non-physical non-objectively, instead. According to our calculations, we have experienced a beyond major timeline shift that skipped and reversed a day at the same time. We have never shifted harder than this. We were warned of a possibility of 9 missing days, and now we can for sure account for at least one of them. If you go to yesterday's post, observe the date and then return to this one, you can feel what we are referring to. There was an incredible burst of rainbow flames that came in from our legions last evening, and it has everything to do with this most recent shift. I am happy to say that we have finally entered the hyper void. This is great news because, like we explained about the term Our Father, the power is in the gap between the words, and here we are in the same gap only on a much larger scale. This takes the edge off, and it makes it clear that we are in the process of downloading our new reality into Gaia. Everyone in our galaxy is fed up with the CCP and their buddies. The new CCP flag indicates the star races that are behind them. There isn't a flag large enough for us to do the same, but nevertheless, thank you for letting us know which star races they are. The thing about cuneiform and symbolism is that even if the symbol looks exactly the same, the intention of what the mind projects to the hand is its actual meaning. This is why intuition is key in interpreting symbolism. Any one of us can challenge a 10-year-old to a game of basketball and have the confidence to know that we can beat them. Since there is no comparable skill set, it would take absolutely no bravery to enter this game. Conversely, to challenge a professional would take a great deal of confidence, and even in a losing effort would require a great display of bravery. Organized darkness is used to playing games with kids. Now that they are dealing with professionals, all the bully bravery has given way to reveal a tremendous lack of honor. Organized darkness must hope that the sorceress stays alive so she can testify. The alternative is much worse for them. All parties involved are pushing for an easy solution. The fact that someone has ordered files in the Epstein case to be destroyed the day after the sorceress was arrested is a sign that there is still an odd influence in the US government. The two macro timelines that have presented themselves in regard to this situation are as follows. One does not have a fair public trial after she was killed by an inmate, which will then start a violent rebellion against OD. The other will have a public trial and peaceful disclosure. This will allow for a much easier transition for all parties involved. Either way, those on a 5D timeline are not affected at all. The Kia has released documents confirming astral projection and the holographic nature of the universe, and only about 75 3D years too late. Testing is a common theme these days as the universe is shuffling individuals to suit its new needs. If you cannot let go, you will be dragged along the ground until you do so, until there is nothing left. We can only hope that the Missouri couple is listening. Archangel Duma is around. Your dreams will be epic. You can expect many things to come in, so be sure to have something to write them down with as soon as you open your eyes. Feel free to share. We will all learn a lot from each other in this exercise. The U.S. Department of Justice is about to be hand out charges like they are samples of cucumber water on a hot summer's day at the Tuscan Farmers Market. A message to all the digital warriors from the Archangel Collective. Boy, you guys are good. Repeat after me. I am the person that the universe wants me to be. There is no other place that I should be. All the moves that I have made, even those that have seemed to have been a mistake, have been part of a perfectly executed divine plan. Today's tools. Tools will be active until the next post. Use the legend below to help you decipher how to best use today's weapons. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission and it will work on your behalf. Active equals intention needed to use. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm to you, beyond space and time. We have gone through great changes and thus the weapon-based tools indicated below can be inserted into the ground to call forth downloads. Active, passive and aggressive. The violet flame team is in the 9 setting. This means that it is primed and ready for transmutation purposes. The violet flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Jermaine, Archangel Ansil, Archangel Bryathos, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Tubil, Archangel Kerkil, Archangel Dabriel, Archangel Uf, Archangel Gzrael, Archangel Tatrasil, Archangel Agla, Archangel Harahil, Archangel Ashma, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Abraxos, Archangel Harahel, Archangel Nuril, Archangel Galizur, Archangel Orion, Archangel Omil, Archangel Adonachil, Archangel Abastahan, Archangel Vermil, Archangel Adonai, Archangel Dikwiel, Archangel Baradil, and Archangel Ashma. Active. Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is completely omnipotent. No level of consciousness can be achieved that this couldn't slice through. It is also an amazing weapon against electronics and technology as it can override any circuitry. Passive. Archangel Gabriel's shield of truth allows righteousness and justice to be your greatest defense. When equipped, this allows truth to protect and serve us. This shield also helps bring abundance to our lives. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield at all, you will only get in the way. Equip and go. Passive and active. Archangel Ezekiel's Medal of Radiance allows you to radiate healing and protective energy to yourself and all that you wish to send this to. It is beyond useful for things obvious and not so obvious. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Harut's Orb of Radiant Blast hits like a metaphysical neutron bomb to anyone who wishes to do you harm. It keeps anyone that may be giving you the evil eye from being able to harm you. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Shepherd's Orb is a presence of divinity that allows anyone that you are engaged with a clear path to forgiveness or a direct audience with infinitely expanding creator source on the matter. This is a truly compassionate tool of divine orchestration. Active. Archangel Zagzagal's Staff of Heavenly Might rains large crystal masses upon a targeted area. Great for large targets, works on the physical and non-physical as well. Active. Archangel Zedekiel's Staff of Justice is a tool that is best used on a macro level and can help move things along that are stagnant. It can also summon and maintain force fields for protection purposes. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Zadekiel's Hink, as he calls it, is like an angelic Swiss Army knife that can be used to open or close a portal, activate a grid and to help manifest your desires. This is a brilliant tool that creates conscious energy. Passive, aggressive, short range. Archangel Raguel's Orb of Reassurance is like having a supportive best friend in your ear at all times. He is incredibly entertaining and amazingly wise, an amazing tool of communication. Passive. Archangel Butkol's Staff of Prophecy helps you make sense of your visions and dreams. It can also scatter all negative energies away with a tap on the floor. This is going to be very helpful in the current timeline that we are currently on. Please note the next 3 tools are meant to be used in combination. They are sent to us to help us sustain our physical bodies. Active. Archangel Ariel's Wand of Comforts helps you summon any necessity you may have. It is a wonderful and comforting tool when equipped. Active, aggressive and passive, long and short range. Archangel Israfil's Flaming Sword can protect you against all things directed to you on a macro or micro scale. It can also speed up the time in which something you wish to manifest will come to fruition. Active, aggressive and passive, long and short range. Archangel Nasarajiel's Flaming Sword can bring any negative energy to its knees. It also can remove all obstacles in the way of something you wish to manifest. Today's assignments. We are still working on a macro level, and thus the format will stay consistent. Please use today's current tools if you need assistance performing the tasks below. The masses will have vivid visions and nightmares about what has happened to the children of the earth. Help humanity digest the sorrow that the Lightworker Legion has already processed. We cannot hold sacred space for this issue, as it's a truth to be accepted rather than a lesson to be learned. We can implement the following strategy. To ease the stress of their fragile minds, send pink plasma to the frontal lobe of the masses. This will help block the confusion associated with these realizations. Then, send these same beings emerald green light to encourage the healing of their cognizant minds before manic thoughts set in. This is the next major hurdle humanity is facing, as healing has become Earth's main priority. Free energy is our next macro agenda, and the reason for that is that if we try to quantify every output of our energy, we are limiting the lengths in which we can go. There are other parallels where this exists, but for the moment we will focus our energy here. We cannot tolerate the pace that we are going as far as advancement is concerned, and thus we are about to put humanity into warp drive capability. To do so, we will use the term unlimited energy, because essentially, this is what we need to accomplish our goals. The way we present this to our cognizant mind is very important. This is because we are very used to the way things are. To change this, it's a constant effort of cognition. Then, we have a plethora of self-generating energy transmitters located throughout the earth. The only way to activate these structures for electrical use by having water go through the undercarriage of these structures. For example, when the Nile River made a slight detour to the pyramids of Giza, they would light up like the sunrise. This is because the static electricity that the water made was more than enough to power the structure. In turn, we can run metaphysical waters under the many pyramids, towers and sacred sites of the earth individually to ignite these electrical structures if we feel like sightseeing. That being said, if we wish to do this in a concise and effective way, blanket electric blue waters just beneath the earth's crust no more than 10 meters or so below the land masses. One must break the chains of enslavement to have sentient nature, and we have successfully done this on a macro level. Now it is time for us to do so on a micro scale. You will notice most of humanity with grey chains upon their heads and a black hand across their mouths. The chains are easy to break with sword and shield, but the mouth covering must be removed like a band-aid. Then you must dispose of these items in a portal addressed to infinitely expanding Creator Source. Just for safety, procedure, and protocol, we will engulf the earth with a rainbow flame and an emerald green plasma wave, for at least a 72 count each. You may be instructed to do other things at this point, so be sure that you are listening to the non-physical. Today's meditation is below. Please enjoy.